This offense will get the first swing of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get DFLs, get sacks, it's going to be
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run, and he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Lining up for the PAT. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the air on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Smashes through the tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And they weren't able to make. Holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth.
At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
He almost broke that one. They finally get him stopped, but let's see if he had a little help. There's a penalty marker down.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Touchdown, UCF! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. 5. So USF's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Knights! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Well, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Hold on.
They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and the ball's free in the end. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Jackson will throw. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
This offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter. And
oh, he's going to go up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, look out on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position.
The return is brought down at the 39.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from... And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, UCF! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. The give on the option. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. And runs through another guy. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still...
Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So they're going to decline the penalty. I guess they don't want to take a chance with the free play, and that's going to do it for the half as we check in with Kevin Connors. First half in the books.
Can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, UCF!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch.
I never freeze.
And if this quarterback gets through his progression,
TCU never freeze, Black Panther.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so...
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! That ought to be enough. The Knights offense will get the first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26. Scanning the field, it's Buckmeyer. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. They'll give it to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Let's see what they do on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Running free. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down, and you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Teams proving to be special.
Play to stay on the field.
Touchdown Knights! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight. Floating through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Followed up, fumble, it's out! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here's a heat! And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Trying play action. Under fire. They cough it up near their own goal line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. In the end zone, it's Nixon. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So UCF's offense will have first crack at this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot.
There he goes! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UCF! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And they get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Open space in the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Knights! Fit it in the window for the score. Yeah. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And the route is on. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that. With 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should...
Or on-campus first-round games. Now, last year, Kirk, visiting teams like Tennessee, Indiana, SMU didn't look ready for the occasion. They got overwhelmed early and could never recover.
And Chris, if you flip it over to the other side, the teams that were at home, Ohio State is a team that really stands out. I mean, they had that disappointing loss to Michigan. Everybody thought their season is over. And
looking deep in the very first play. It's caught inside the 30 and still going.
That's an outstanding throw there by the junior quarterback.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver to throw. It's Jackson. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. Go to the sideline. Steps out after a short gain. The Knights are in the red zone. In the red area, it's Montgomery. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. The offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal.
Just a great play by the running back.
Touchdown, UCF, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Goes out to stiff arm. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal. The Knights looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the touchdown taken off the board by the penalty, and they'll back them up. That stings. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown. That stings. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Knights.
I tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right now. The kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking downfield. It's Finn. Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense picks it up on the run.
This time, it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Quarterback drops back on 3rd and long. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover. Touchdown, UCF. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the... And it's UCF in the lead, Kirk. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Heading left after the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. Touchdown, Knights. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the... Here we go. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead.
I mean, that happened in the blink of an eye, Chris. A scoop and score for the touchdown, followed up by a 2-point try. That's a quick 8 points. And look over there on the opposing sideline. I think they're still spinning from how fast this just happened.
And he fields it inside the 15. The coverage team brings it down at the 26. Dropping back. It's Finn.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose.
And the defense comes up with the football.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here. Late in the game, working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure.
Putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. This offense, rigged and long now from their own 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, the football's... And the result is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for... Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, the football's... And the result is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Try. That's a quick 8 points. And look over there on the opposing sideline. I think they're still spinning from how fast this just happened.
And he fields it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Dropping back. It's Finn.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose.
And the defense comes up with the football.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here. Late in the game, working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure.
Putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. This offense really clicking.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Holding. Offense.
Defense will accept the holding penalty. This pass rush has been ferocious. Offensive line resorting to anything to try to protect the quarterback. He hands it off from the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. 2nd and long now from their own 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, the football's... And the result is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, UCF.
And he steps out of bounds. A big play, an exciting end to this first quarter. We reached the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Looking to scramble to his left. Touchdown Knights as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out holding penalty. So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap and the flag comes out. They'll mark off the penalty yardage. It's half the distance to the goal. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission.
Offside, defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. So early contact with the defense, that'll push the ball up 5 yards. 3rd down play for this offense. Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking for a man. Defense is coming after him. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Now he's bringing it back. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the second half is a handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Wolverines, as they fight back here in this playoff game. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Running with purpose. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. It's UCF in the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He gets loose. He's in the clear. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave...
The Knights will look to bleed this clock out now in the final minute. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Muscles past the defender. Touchdown, UCF. They cap the drive.
kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Knights will look to bleed this clock out now in the final minute. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Muscles past the defender. Touchdown, UCF. They cap the drive with 6 points.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a two-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They'll try to run this one in. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Another handoff to him on second and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested.
It's a penalty, makes it 2nd and 9 now for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose.
Ball scooped up by the defense. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, UCF. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. The defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he threw it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. But frankly, Kirk, we hope for games with a little bit more suspenseful. That's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do today, Kirk.
And Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
On the move now. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
The Knights churn out another first down. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. He's got the first and still going. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Knights, as they claim the lead and this turn that previous ruin. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Recovered by the defense, and they're on the move. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, UCF. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. That is any defender's dream. Comes incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The ball is knocked loose. It's in the end zone. Who'll get it? Touchdown, Knights. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Talk about taking the opportunity when it's there. Force the ball out and forget the scoop and score. Just fall.
Catch made by the tight end. But the play loses yardage. A very tough second down coming up now. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The Knights will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get...
Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. We'll check out the stats so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, and he fumbled the ball. Potential disaster here. Touchdown, Knights. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Taking command now in the fourth quarter, closing in a bid for the national championship game. For that offensive penalty, ferocious offensive line resorting to anything to try to protect the quarterback. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go quickly. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field, it's Jackson. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They make the tackle, but that first down should secure their spot in the national championship game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but on the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the UCF Knights.
Play ball.